Hey, it's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. We have a question from our friend Richard who says, Coach, can you tell me why my wife hates me? No, I can't. Because I don't have any knowledge of your wife, why she might hate you, what you have done, what your relationship is like. I can guess, though. I can guess. If you feel you have to ask me that question, then your wife is probably mad that you have to ask that question. She's probably mad because you don't know the answer to that question, and that might not seem fair. The women expect you to know why they're upset at you. Because they do. They expect you to know that. And if you don't, oh, woe betide you. Woe betide you, Richard, my friend. I got a similar question from a friend of mine who said, what can I do? He's been married for a while now, fairly newlywed, if you will. But he basically said, how do I prevent myself from falling out of love with my wife? How can I be more in love with her? Because it feels like that love is depreciating. And this is something that, unfortunately, a lot of people feel. They go through that honeymoon phase where, woohoo, we're really excited about getting married and everything that entails. And months or years later, you settle into life, you settle into a pattern. And where are all those butterflies in your stomach? And a lot of people mistake that as, oh, we're falling out of love. Guess what? Love isn't a feeling. We often mistake it for a feeling. That feeling gets us interested in looking at that other person and talking to them and being with them. But that's not love. Love is an action. Love is a religion, my friends. A religion is action. It's not what you believe. It's not what you feel. It's what you do. Yeah, man. So how do you be more in love with your wife? You act the part. You do the part. You be that person that loves your wife. How do you do it? You show her. I know some people don't like it when I quote the Bible on my channel, but I will, because there's a really good verse in there. In the same way, I'm paraphrasing, that Christ loved the church, inasmuch as he gave his life for the church. Men should love their wives like that. The Apostle Paul taught. And the Bible is often criticized, especially the writings of Paul, for being, how can I put this, not consistent with modern day values of feminism and egalitarianism. And no, it's not. It's not, because it's putting a burden there upon men to do something that it's not asking women to do. Love your wives in the same way that Christ loved the church, sacrificing his very life for it. Now, it's easy, I think. This might not seem easy, but it's easy to say, I would die for you, baby. I love you so much I'd give my life for you. And maybe, in the heat of the moment, if push came to shove and you had that opportunity, maybe you would do it. Maybe you'd throw yourself in front of a bullet for this girl that you love so much. But what's hard is living for somebody. Yeah. When the heat of the moment has passed, when it's not exciting, when the butterflies have died down, when life is life, which more often than not is kind of boring. It's normal. Nothing crazy's going on. Or sometimes lots of crazy's going on. What kind of man are you under those situations? Can you love your wife when she's yelling at you? Can you love her when she hates your guts? 'Cause it's easy to love a woman when she's beautiful and smiling at you. But your actions, my friend, that is the measure of a man. That is your religion. Your actions, what you do. That's your love, what you do. I'm going to give you some advice. And I got this advice from this old woman on my wedding day. There was a line of people I didn't know on my wife's side of the family walking up, congratulating us, shaking our hands. Congratulations, oh, you two are so lovely together, and all of this stuff. And then this old woman comes up, this old, crotchety-looking woman with a gruff voice, and she says, "Yeah, you better make it work the first time. I've been married 5 or 6 times, and I'm going to tell you something I learned. You have to go through the same crap every single time, so you might as well get it right the first time." And then she walked away. In stark contrast to all of the other people like, "Oh, this is such a happy, blessed moment. Woo. You better get it right the first time. Because you have to go through the same crap every single time." It is easy to get into the mindset of the Billy Goat's Gruff, who looked to the other side of the hill and thought, "Oh, the grass is green over there. If we can just get past that nasty old troll guarding the bridge, then we'll be happy." And when your wife hates you, it's probably easy to think of her, to envision her as that nasty troll guarding the bridge to the happiness on the other side of that bridge. But guess what? The greener grass is an illusion. You know what goats eat? Anything. You know what keeps a goat alive? Just about anything. Goats can eat weeds. Goats can eat tin cans. Goats can eat clothes. Man, goats are some of the craziest animals ever. They can climb up sheer rock surfaces, up cliffs, up trees, up cars, up houses. They are incredibly good climbers. Why did they do that? I always wondered about that. Growing up in the mountains of southwestern Idaho, I would see mountain goats climbing on sheer cliffs, sheer rock faces, like Spider-Man, sideways, up on there, thinking, how are they so sure-footed with those hooves? Those hooves are, man, miraculous in the way that they are able to cling to those rocks. And I wondered about that for such a long time. I thought, man, why are they doing that? How did they do that? And I spent some time studying mountain goats, and I learned they do that because their predators can't. Because mountain lions cannot climb sheer rock surfaces. They're pretty good climbers, but not that good. Yeah, big aside about mountain goats right there, but a goat can get by in the craziest environments. You're the goat, my friend. You're the goat. The G-O-A-T, the greatest of all time. If you take your eyes off the other side, stop projecting the image of a troll on this woman that you chose. That you chose. Let me reemphasize that again. Why does your wife hate you? I don't know. You don't know. But take your mind off of that. Stop projecting that image on her. And instead, focus on what you will do. Not what she will do, not how she will change, but what you will do. How you will change. How you will act. How you will love. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and love.